All right, get ready because we're going deep today.
Deep diving.
Yeah, into the DASH Mahavidyas. 10 powerful goddesses.
And they embody creation itself, really.
The essence of it.
They even predate the famous deities from the Puranas.
The Puranas.
It's like they're the ultimate cosmic blueprint.
Yeah.
And they offer a different path to liberation.
Oh, interesting. So
It's like a cosmic GPS
okay.
with multiple routes
To the same destination.
to the same destination. Yeah.
Okay.
Each one has a unique perspective.
So like a choose your own adventure.
Exactly.
Go for enlightenment.
To guide us through this,
Yeah, through this maze.
We're turning to a lecture by Ma Gayan Suvira
Okay.
on the Sangam Talks channel on YouTube.
All right.
She does a fantastic job breaking down these complex ideas,
Making them relatable.
making them relatable. And,
Yeah.
she even shares some personal stories
Oh, nice.
that really bring the Mahavidyas to life.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Where do we even begin with 10 primordial goddesses?
Yeah, it's a lot.
A lot to unpack.
It feels like a lot.
The best place to start is with the Triguna.
Okay.
Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas.
The fundamental forces, right?
Yes, the forces that govern everything.
Everything in existence.
Yeah, think of them as the primary colors of reality.
Okay, so like how red, yellow, and blue
Precisely.
create any other color.
Each guna has its own unique qualities.
Okay.
Sattva is associated with purity, harmony, and wisdom.
Okay.
It's the energy of stillness.
Stillness and contemplation.
Rajas is the force of action,
Oh,
passion, and change.
so what drives us?
Yeah, it's what drives us to achieve our goals.
Then experience the world.
And then there's tamas.
Often seen as the dark guna, right?
It's associated with inertia
Inertia, ignorance.
and even destruction.
Right.
And this is where Ma Gayan Suvira's perspective gets really interesting.
Yes, she challenges that, right?
She challenges that typical negative view of tamas.
Yeah.
She points out that without tamas,
There would be...
there would be no creation or dissolution,
Okay.
no possibility for transformation.
So you need the darkness.
Yeah, it's the force that allows for endings
For the light to shine.
and new beginnings.
Okay.
For the constant cycle of life, death, and rebirth.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Like,
Think about how these gunas play out in your own life.
do I tend towards quiet contemplation or passionate engagement
Rajas.
or deep introspection?
Even confronting your shadow self.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a great question. I think I'm a mix
Okay.
of sattva and rajas, depending on the day. How
Okay.
about you?
I tend to lean toward sattva,
Okay.
but I have my moments of rajas,
Especially when learning new things.
especially when learning new things. Yeah.
Totally.
So how do these three gunas connect to the DASH Mahavidyas?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
Well, Ma Gayan Suvira explains it with a visual that really stuck with me.
Oh, okay.
Imagine a triangle.
At the top.
At the top is Kali, pure consciousness,
Okay.
representing the void from which everything emerges.
Okay.
From Kali, we get Tara.
The embodiment of wisdom.
Yes, the bridge to enlightenment.
And then
And from Tara, we get shodashi,
the vibrant energy of abundance.
abundance and manifestation.
These three form the foundational triangle
Yeah,
of the Mahavidyas,
Kali, Tara, and shodashi.
representing one of the gunas each.
Yes, each one.
So each of the other 7 Mahavidyas emerges from this core triangle,
Exactly.
like branches from a tree trunk.
Exactly. And while each Mahavidya might be associated with a particular guna,
Yeah.
they all contain all three forces with them.
Okay.
It's like how every color in the spectrum.
It's a blend of those 3 primary colors.
Precisely.
Okay, I'm starting to see the bigger picture.
Good.
So if I'm drawn to a particular Mahavidya,
Does that mean you're embodying that specific guna?
yeah.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Ma Gayan Suvira addresses this in the lecture. She emphasizes that we are all a mix of the triguna,
Uh-huh.
and our attraction to a specific Mahavidya might simply reflect the energy we need most
At that particular moment.
at that particular moment. Yeah.
That makes sense.
It's about finding the right tools for our own personal journey.
Yeah, it's like you might need a hammer one day
Yeah,
and a screwdriver the next.
precisely.
All right, so let's start exploring these goddesses individually.
Beginning with Kali.
Kali at the apex of the triangle.
She's often depicted in a way that some might find intimidating.
Yeah.
Dark, fierce,
Adorned with skulls.
wielding weapons.
Yeah.
But there's so much more to her than meets the eye.
Right. Ma Gayan Suvira says to look beyond the surface
Yes.
and understand Kali as the ultimate power of consciousness.
The boundless potential that exists.
Before anything takes form.
Yes, it's a powerful concept.
It is, and her nakedness is a powerful symbol of that boundlessness.
That's right.
You know, she's free from all limitations.
All
constructs. Even her wild flowing hair.
represents this untamed freedom.
How might that concept apply to our own lives?
What would it mean to embrace that kind of liberation?
Yeah.
What comes to mind for me is the idea of letting go of limiting beliefs.
Oh, interesting.
Those stories we tell ourselves that hold us back
Yes.
from experiencing our full potential.
Magyan Suvira also highlights that Kali's presence can actually enhance certain yogic practices,
Like kumbhaka,
breath retention.
which can lead to deeper self-knowledge, right?
Yes, and even states of samadhi.
It's like her energy can help us break through those internal barriers,
Exactly.
access a deeper level of awareness,
And it's important to remember that Kali isn't just about destruction,
but also about transformation,
destroys what no longer serves us.
clearing the way for new growth and understanding.
She's like the ultimate declutterer,
I love that.
helping us let go of what's holding us back.
Yeah. And speaking of clearing the way,
Magyan Suvira tells this incredible story about experiencing Kali's presence.
while meditating near a cremation ground,
Wow, that's powerful.
it was a reminder for her that Kali's energy can be unexpectedly compassionate,
Oh, wow.
guiding us through even the most difficult transitions.
Okay, so from the intensity of Kali,
We move the Tara,
who represents transcendence
that bridge between the void
and worldly abundance.
in our triangular structure.
Yeah.
She is often depicted holding a pair of scissors,
Oh, interesting.
symbolizing her ability to sever attachments.
So those things that keep us bound to suffering
Yeah,
prevent us from moving forward.
exactly.
So she helps us cut the cords to those things that no longer serve us.
Unhealthy relationships.
Limiting beliefs, material possessions, yeah.
Exactly.
And Tara is also associated with knowledge and wisdom.
Similar to Saraswati,
Okay.
she represents the power of silence,
The inner movement of the mind
the mind and emotions,
and communication on all levels.
not just the spoken word.
So she's like the wise elder who helps us see through illusions
Yes,
and make clear, informed decisions.
that's a great way to put it.
Okay, now shodashi
Who embodies abundance?
and the experience of consciousness at the universal level.
Precisely.
She's the one who reminds us that we are all connected.
Part of something much greater than ourselves.
Much greater, yeah.
She's often called Triparasundari, the beautiful one of the three cities,
Representing the mind, body, and soul, right.
the harmonious integration of them,
The harmonious integration, and she's associated with the planet Mercury.
which governs communication and intellect,
It's like she helps us connect with our inner wisdom.
and express it clearly in the world.
Yeah.
It's fascinating how these planetary associations add another layer of meaning to the Mahavidyas,
Yeah, like each Mahavidya is a lens
linking them to the cosmic forces that shape our lives.
to view and understand those cosmic forces.
Is
So we've covered those three key goddesses at the top,
the foundation.
the foundation of the triangle.
Yes.
What comes next on our journey?
Let's move on to Bhuvaneshwari,
The magnificent weaver of reality.
Mahamaya, the one who creates and sustains the entire universe.
So she's like the ultimate architect and interior designer,
I love this.
crafting the fabric of existence.
And, while Bhuvaneshwari is often depicted as this radiant mother figure,
Yeah,
adorned with jewels and seated on a throne,
yeah.
her power isn't just about external creation.
So she governs our inner world, too.
Yes, our own personal reality.
So she helps us manifest our desires.
In both the material world and within ourselves.
Yeah, but there's a key here, right?
Surrender.
Surrender.
Gayan Suvira emphasizes that when working with Bhuvaneshwari's energy,
Yeah.
it's crucial to surrender to her wisdom.
We set our intentions, but
We release the outcome
we release the outcome, trusting that she will guide us,
towards what's truly for our highest good.
trusting the process,
Precise.
allowing the universe to work its magic.
And here's another fascinating detail.
Okay.
Bhuvaneshwari's mantra, Reem,
Mhm.
is considered the Devi Pranava.
What's Devi Pranav?
It's like the feminine equivalent of Om,
Oh, right.
the primordial sound of creation.
So Bhuvaneshwari's mantra is like a direct line to that source of creation.
Exactly.
Wow.
And Magyan Suvira makes this beautiful distinction
Between,
Kali and Bhuvaneshwari.
okay.
Kali creates events in time.
While Bhuvaneshwari manifests objects in space,
They work together.
a cosmic dance of creation and manifestation.
Exactly.
Okay, my mind is blown.
It's a beautiful reminder that everything in the universe is interconnected.
Interwoven.
Interwoven, yes.
Okay, I'm ready for more. Who's next?
Next up is Bhairavi,
Hi, Ravi.
the fierce conqueror of fear.
Oh.
You might find her imagery a bit intense.
Okay.
Wild hair, a fiery expression,
Yeah.
often depicted sitting atop a headless corpse.
Okay, that does sound intense.
There's a deeper meaning behind those visuals.
I was about to say.
That headless corpse symbolizes the slaying of the ego,
Oh, okay.
representing complete mastery over life and death.
So she helps us face our fears.
Yes,
And embrace change.
exactly. She teaches us that nothing is permanent.
Right. Okay.
And by letting go of our attachment to those things we fear losing,
Yeah,
we can find true liberation.
that's a powerful message. And Bhairavi is also associated with the 64 yoginis.
Yes, celestial beings who act as her assistants,
Right. Amplifying her power
making her a formidable force.
for protection and transformation.
Ma Gyan Suvira also highlights Bhairavi's control
Over.
over electromagnetic radiations,
So it's like she's got this multi-dimensional power
suggesting her influence extends beyond the physical realm
protecting us from negativity.
on all levels.
Not just physical threats.
Exactly.
Wow.
And remember, Bhairavi is associated with all 9 planets,
Okay.
which highlights her ability to work on multiple levels,
So harmonizing our inner and outer worlds.
addressing all kinds of challenges.
Okay, I'm definitely feeling the powerful vibes here.
Good.
So from the conqueror of fear, we move on to a goddess,
Chinnamasta.
who at first glance might seem even more intense.
Yes, the self-decapitated deity
Chinnamasta.
who embodies ultimate surrender.
Okay.
Chinnamasta can be a difficult figure to grasp.
Because of that imagery.
The self-decapitation,
Yeah.
fountains of blood.
We're not supposed to go around chopping off our heads.
Definitely not.
Okay, good.
Ma Gyan Suvira explains that the severed head symbolizes the ego being cut off,
Okay.
allowing the Kundalini energy
Represented by those fountains of blood.
to rise freely
So it's a symbolic representation.
of the profound transformation that can occur through spiritual practice.
So it's like she helps us let go of the ego's grip
Precisely.
and tap into that powerful energy within.
This brings up an important point about the tantric tradition.
Okay.
The imagery can be intense,
Yeah.
even provocative at times,
Yeah.
but it's designed to shake us out of our comfort zones,
Okay.
confront us with deeper truths.
It's like those optical illusions that force you to see things from a different perspective.
Exactly. And remember that shadow planet Rahu?
Yeah.
Well, Chinnamasta is associated with Rahu, often considered a shadow planet in Vedic astrology.
Shadow planet. What does that mean?
In Vedic astrology,
Yeah.
Rahu represents karmic lessons and challenges.
So she helps us navigate difficult experiences
Chinnamasta's connection to Rahu suggests that.
and come out stronger.
Exactly.
So she's like a guide for those times when we feel like we're in the dark.
Facing those tough karmic tests.
Yeah.
And while Chinnamasta is often associated with transcendence,
Okay.
Ma Gyan Suvira also mentions that she's worshipped by householders
Oh, wow. Interesting.
for family happiness and fertility.
So she's not just about renouncing the world,
She's about finding harmony within it.
finding harmony. Yeah.
It's a great example of how the Mahavidyas aren't one-dimensional.
Right.
They embody both the worldly and the transcendent,
Helping us navigate the complexities of everyday life.
while also guiding us towards liberation.
Okay, I'm really starting to appreciate the multifaceted nature of these goddesses.
Get it?
So from the intensity of Chinnamasta,
We move on to a goddess who often evokes feelings of fear and aversion.
okay,
Umavati,
Dhumavati,
the embodiment of the void, the widow.
representing those things we tend to avoid.
Dhumavati is perhaps the most misunderstood of all the Mahavidyas.
Oh, okay.
Her imagery can be quite unsettling.
An elderly widow, dressed in rags, riding a chariot pulled by crows.
Holding a winnowing basket.
But she's actually a compassionate goddess.
Ma Gyan Suvira reminds us that she is.
So it's not about judging her based on her appearance,
Exactly.
but understanding the deeper meaning,
She teaches us to embrace the void
to accept impermanence.
and find peace amidst the chaos.
So she helps us make peace with the difficult parts of life.
Precisely. And remember that shadow planet Rahu.
Rahu, yeah.
Well, Dhumavati is associated with Ketu,
Ketu.
often seen as the tail of that karmic snake.
Okay.
Ketu represents liberation from suffering,
Detachment.
detachment from material desires.
And spiritual awakening.
So they're two sides of the same coin.
Yeah, Rahu represents the challenges.
While Ketu represents the liberation.
We can find through them.
Exactly.
Okay.
Ma Gyan Suvira explains that Dhumavati's winnowing basket
Oh, yeah.
symbolizes her ability to remove unwanted things from our lives.
So negative thoughts, limiting beliefs.
Yeah. even physical ailments.
It's like she helps us clear out the clutter
Exactly.
to make space for something new.
And here's a fascinating practice
Okay.
that Magga and Savira mentions.
Yeah.
Worshipping Dhumavati before Lakshmi.
Before Lakshmi.
It's a reminder that true abundance can only flow into our lives
Yeah.
when we've made space for it,
When we've surrendered.
when we've surrendered to the process of letting go.
That's a powerful reminder. Okay, on to the next goddess.
Next, we have Bagalamukhi,
Bagalamukhi.
the stunning goddess who embodies the power to stop
To stop.
destructive forces.
Oh, intriguing. Tell me more.
She's often depicted in yellow,
Okay.
the color of the solar plexus chakra,
Which is associated with willpower and personal power.
and she's typically shown pulling the tongue of her enemy,
Oh, interesting.
symbolizing her ability to silence negativity.
No doubt.
Her association with the planet Mars
Oh,
further emphasizes her power and assertiveness,
Mars is the planet of action.
energy, and drive.
So Bagalamukhi channels that energy to stop anything that threatens our well-being.
Exactly.
Wow, she sounds like a force to be reckoned with.
She can help us stand up for ourselves and protect our energy.
So a powerful ally.
Absolute.
But it sounds like there's more to her power than just brute force.
It's not just about overpowering everything in our path.
Yeah.
Bagalamukhi also teaches us about skillful control.
Oh, okay.
She helps us harness our energy wisely
Choose our battles carefully.
and use our power for good.
So using that Martian energy strategically and with intention.
Exactly. Now let's shift gears
Okay.
and meet Matangi,
Matangi.
the enchanting goddess of the arts.
Oh, the gods of the arts. I'm feeling creative already.
The tantric Saraswati.
Tell me more.
Matangi is a captivating figure,
Okay.
often depicted playing a veena,
Yeah.
adorned with vibrant colors.
She embodies creative expression.
Yes.
Eloquence.
And the ability to enchant and inspire
So she's like the muse for artists.
writers, musicians.
Anyone who wants to express themselves creatively.
Exactly. But here's where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
Matangi is also associated with uchishta,
Uchishta.
leftover food.
Leftover food. That seems a little unexpected
It might seem unusual,
for a goddess.
but it's actually a powerful symbol
Okay.
of her acceptance of the outcast,
So her willingness to embrace all aspects of life.
even those that others might reject.
See, she sees the beauty in everything,
Precisely.
regardless of appearances,
Matangi challenges us to look beyond those superficial judgments
and recognize the inherent worth.
in everyone and everything.
That's a beautiful message.
And speaking of communication,
Yeah.
Magga and Savira mentions that Matangi's blessings extend to all 4 levels of speech.
Oh, wow. All 4 levels of speech? What are those?
Para, Pasyanti, Madhyama, and Vaikari.
Okay.
These represent the different stages of speech,
From thought to the spoken word.
from the subtlest level of thought to the spoken word. Yes,
So her influence goes way beyond just the words we speak.
exactly.
It's about the thoughts we think,
The intentions we set.
the unspoken vibrations we emit.
It's about recognizing the power of communication in all its forms.
I'm loving this journey through the Mahavidyas.
Me too.
Each one is so unique and fascinating.
Who's the last goddess we'll be meeting today?
Yeah. Who is it?
Last but certainly not least, we have Kamalatmika,
Kamala Mika.
the radiant earth mother who embodies the abundance of the material world.
Ah, Kamala Mika. She's the one who reminds us that it's okay to enjoy the pleasures of life,
Exactly.
of this earthly existence,
Is often depicted seated on a lotus.
symbolizing purity and prosperity.
She's the goddess of wealth, beauty, and the joys of earthly life.
So she's like the patron saint of those who want to live a full and abundant life.
Precisely. But while Kamalatmika might appear at the base of that triangular structure,
Yeah, the base.
it's important to remember that she embodies the energies of all the preceding goddesses.
So she's like the culmination of all those powerful energies.
Exactly. She's a powerful conduit for connecting with any of the Mahavidyas.
Oh, wow.
And here's a key principle for working with Kamalatmika's energy.
Okay.
Giving,
Hmm.
Magga and Savira emphasizes that her blessings are fully realized when we embrace the principle of sharing our abundance with others.
So true abundance isn't just about accumulating wealth.
It's about allowing it to flow and circulate.
When we give freely,
We create a virtuous cycle
inviting more abundance into our lives.
in the lives of others.
It's like that saying, the more you give, the more you receive.
Precisely. So we've covered a lot of ground today.
Exploring the unique qualities and teachings of each of the Dasa Mahavidyas
It's truly amazing how each goddess offers a different perspective.
on the universe and ourselves.
I know, it's been a whirlwind tour of cosmic wisdom.
A whirlwind tour.
But we've only scratched the surface.
There's so much more to explore and discover.
Absolutely. But before we dive deeper,
Yeah.
I'm curious, what has stood out to you the most about these goddesses so far?
What's really striking me is how they're not just these distant deities,
Yeah.
but energies that we can actually experience.
It's that concept of the microcosm and macrocosm.
Right, within ourselves.
These Mahavidyas represent vast cosmic forces,
Yeah.
but they're also mirrored within our own being.
We each hold the potential to
Definitely.
embody their qualities and access their wisdom.
In our everyday lives.
So it's not about worshiping them from afar.
No.
It's about cultivating a direct personal relationship
Exactly. And that relationship can take so many forms.
with these energies.
Meditation, mantra repetition,
Yeah.
creative expression.
Or simply aligning our actions.
We're simply aligning our actions with their principles.
Right.
It's about finding what resonates with you.
Making it your own.
Yes.
Magyan Severa even talks about how certain life experiences can be seen as encounters with these goddesses.
Encounters.
Remember that story she shared about feeling Kali's presence?
Yes.
While meditating near a cremation ground?
Powerful.
It's like these energies are all around us.
All around us.
Waiting to be recognized.
Yeah, and it makes me think about how challenges
Yeah.
can be seen as opportunities to connect with these goddesses.
In new ways.
In new and unexpected ways.
Yeah, like a period of financial struggle.
Could be a chance to work with Kamala Mika's energy.
And examine our relationship with abundance.
Exactly.
Or a difficult relationship could be an invitation to call upon Tara's wisdom.
To help us detach.
Detach from unhealthy patterns.
Set healthier boundaries.
It's almost like these goddesses can help us reframe those challenging moments.
Yes.
And find the growth opportunity
recognize that everything has a purpose.
within them, right?
Even those experiences we might label as negative.
Right. And speaking of finding purpose,
Magyan Severa mentioned a Shakti point meditation.
yes, a technique for activating specific energy centers
That sounds incredibly powerful.
in the body that correspond to the Mahavidyas.
Working with these Shakti points can deepen our connection
It's like we have these energy
to
centers
these goddesses.
within us that act as doorways
Doorways.
to these powerful cosmic forces.
Precisely. And she said she'll be sharing mantra recordings for each goddess,
Oh, cool.
along with a guided meditation for invoking their presence.
It sounds like an amazing resource
It does.
for anyone who wants to dive deeper.
It's like having a personal toolkit
It is like a
for
toolkit
spiritual growth and transformation,
tailored to each of these goddesses.
tailored to each one.
I'm excited to check it out.
Me too.
As we wrap up our deep dive into the Dasa Mahavidyas,
I'm curious,
I'm curious too what's resonating most strongly with you
what aspect of your life are you feeling drawn to explore?
to transform.
Which goddesses' qualities are calling to you?
Is there an area of your life where you could use their guidance?
Their support.
Maybe it's Kali's transformative power to help you break free from old patterns.
Or Tara's wisdom to guide you through a difficult decision.
Or perhaps it's Kamalatmika's abundance.
To inspire you to share your gifts with the world.
Whatever it is, remember that these goddesses are here to support you.
On your journey,
Don't be afraid to call upon them
connect with their energy
and allow them to guide you.
towards your highest potential.
This deep dive has been such an incredible journey,
It has.
and I feel like we've only just scratched the surface
There's always more to learn and explore.
of this fascinating world.
The Mahavidyas offer a lifetime of wisdom,
Guidance
and I encourage you to continue this journey.
on your own.
We'll be diving into other fascinating topics in future episodes
So stay tuned for more mind-blowing insights.
and empowering tools for transformation.
Until next time.
May the blessings of the Dasa Mahavidyas guide and inspire you